Hi there, welcome into Energy Upgrade Feng Shui Tips 2021. We are in the second week of July. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm Lisa Albin. I'm the founder of Cloud9 Feng Shui Consultancy and co-founder of the Intrinsic School of Feng Shui. In the past year, throughout the pandemic, I've developed my own method of energy alignment that combines the science behind quantum and with the ancient wisdom of Feng Shui. And it's a unique method I call Energy Upgrade. I'm about to share a bit of it with you here right now. So if you're here, you're in the right place. I promise you, you're here for a reason. This message is for you. I invite you to keep an open mind and also make sure that you're completely hydrated to receive this energetic alignment session. So grab a sip of water, maybe put this on pause. Make sure that you can give me your full attention in this recorded session where I have supercharged this message for you, the receiver of this energy, anyone who's intrigued to know what is the current cosmic energy. So do yourself a favor and replenish yourself with some water. Water is a conductor of electricity. And throughout this method, this exchange throughout the virtual realm, it's important to be hydrated. And also hold your intentions in mind, what you hope to receive out of this session. It helps some people to get a pen and paper out, preferably a new pen, a fresh pen, some paper, and write out your intentions. What do you hope to receive out of this session? What are your goals? What is the intention behind tuning in? And let's put some action behind that intention with some Feng Shui tips that I'll give you at the end. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right in with the Ching reading. And this is all around this current cosmic energy. What we are going through right now is an energy behind the hexagram described as limitations. It's number 60. So you can do some research on your own if you wish to receive more information than my translation. I use several sources, several books, and I'm also involved in quite a few mastermind groups too. This is a popular topic that has been coming up with all of my intuitive friends. And this energy is telling us, in the ancient I Ching, advises that this situation at hand is not fully yet defined. It advises that you evaluate your relationship with what's holding you back from your goal and consider any contributing factors that fall within your responsibility. And I think that's important to come back to and honor really what's within our scope, what's within our responsibility as we move towards our goals. What is something that we need to ask for help? What is not within our toolbox that we can even address in this? Once you can accept your limitations, you can course correct. So that's the encouraging part of that is, sit down, think about your goals, maybe put your goals on one side, your intentions and how you wish to achieve your goals. And what do you have within your own personal development, within your own personal innate skills, within your resources, within your network? Don't forget about your network that you have too, that you've been carefully cultivating around you, your close inner circle. Where are your limitations, and where are you going to need to bring your limitations back into harmony? Where are you going to need to ask for help or defer out some things that you just they're not within your wheelhouse? And once you're able to course correct, you're going to be able to take a huge leap forward back again. So I know we've been very excited. The past couple of weeks, we started to pick up a lot of momentum. And there was a lot of energy and inspiration and perhaps a lot of success and prosperity flowing towards you. Were you ready to receive this success that you manifested? Were you prepared? Were your foundations steady? Did you find that there were some gaps? And this can be in regards to business. Many of you have come to me, you are an entrepreneur. Many of you are high vibe female entrepreneurs. If this is you, I invite you to check out the links in my description and check out my private Facebook groups for high vibe women entrepreneurs. And also, if you're new here, make sure you hit like and subscribe, because I do these energy upgrade sessions and Feng Shui tips each and every week. There's new content to help support you, to help you get back into alignment so you can move forward towards your goals with more clarity and ease, and you're able to do some actionable steps within your environment. We know that our environment is an extension of our energy fields. It's a reflection of us and where we are. And if we don't have that alignment in place, we're not going to be moving at full capacity, right? Okay. So back to this. So avoid extreme behaviors at this time. I was talking about the harmony in behaviors and limitations. For example, retreating from all of your duties, throwing your hands up in the air completely, demonstrating a lack of restraint. On the flip side, these actions will lead you through some more difficult times. So, it's okay to pull back, yes, but not to the extreme where you're totally hands off the wheel for an extended period of time. Yes, there are some things that can be resolved without your hands on the wheel, right? Some things we need to be hands off, but not so much that you lose connection with your path. So I've said this before, and I see this coming around a lot on social media, is no one's going to come in, sweep in, and save you. You have to save you, right? We can become codependent to those that we feel are guiding us and mentoring us, and we feel stronger with them. But know that the strength really lies within you. Yes, we do need our guides and our mentors and our teachers, our friends and supporters, but over time, it's time to realize the strength is within us, and our opportunities are in front of us all of the time, and we need to put some action, some harmonious action behind where we're going. So, and a lack of restraint, we don't want to have a lack of restraint in our behaviors either, on the flip side. So have some self-control. Be careful not to put up walls in relationships. Those solid walls, I think sometimes we need to put up boundaries. Yes, boundaries are important. Our boundaries are important to protect ourselves. But at this time, don't put up solid brick walls that are blocking everybody out forever. But you want to avoid clinging attachments. So if you're feeling a codependent attachment to someone at this time, let's find the middle. Success is in the middle here, everyone. So these boundaries that we put up, they don't need to be binding. The I Ching talks about curbing our extremes in personal relationships. Look out for making extreme promises or projections, having extreme passions. At this time, really find joy in that middle ground and respect people for where they are in their lives. Okay, so you might feel a detachment or a necessary reason to put up a wall around some current relationships that you have. And it's necessary that you do that, but do so from a place of love, and understand that maybe their energy isn't in alignment with you right now, so you're not seeing eye to eye. But it doesn't need to be harsh. It doesn't need to be, again, come from a place of love. So boundaries are really, really important. They're healthy. They can be used to help self-regulate, so that you can be strong and whole, right? So we've been really careful this year about who we have closest to us in our inner circle. That's still very, very important. Really evaluate the energy that you share between those that you're spending a lot of time with. Are you getting caught up into complaining patterns, or feeling like the world is against you, instead of coming from a place of empowerment, there is a place for you to put a little distance, okay, at this time, because self-care is so ultimately important. At this time, we need to be whole in order to help others as well on our path. And if your goal is relationships or connecting or finding your friends, family, a relationship of any level, a love interest, again, think about limitations. Think about being true to yourself, authentic to yourself, and allowing the other person or people to be 100% themselves. Do not do an over amount of, and I know this is hard to project your expectations on another, and that's especially hard in a new romance or a love interest if you are pursuing that as a goal. Sometimes hope can be projected, and it's an extreme where it's not going to set you off on the right path into this relationship. So in this week, in this second week of July, keep in the back of your mind limitations, even the limitations around limitations. Everything that you do, stay in that middle ground, find your joy in the middle ground. And if you feel yourself getting caught up into anything that feels extreme, maybe that's some time to pull back, take a break, reevaluate, reassess, and really, again, take a look at yourself, what you can learn about yourself, and how you can course correct you have trust in your abilities, your intuition. And that is going to lead me to my Feng Shui tip for the week, which is all around Feng Shui for self-knowledge and wisdom. But before we get to that area, I want to let you know that through my quantum method, I evaluated and applied some tools to this session. And that means that I went ahead and applied a Reiki panel, a healing panel, supercharger, which is really exciting. I love to use that in these. And I sent you energy of abundance, clarity, ease, healthy boundaries, harmonious efforts, self-care, understanding of limitations, and the ability to stay on course. This should support you for a month. And I'm going to go ahead and run it again as I'm talking to you and winding it up. And then making adjustments along the timeline, okay? So this means past, present, and future timeline. Making some course corrections in some perhaps trauma hits or activations in areas that are extreme that we need to bring back into harmony. So that work has been applied to the session, and I'm happy to share it with you. Okay, and so the timeline has been adjusted. We worked through 50 life events, and they've been harmonized. And it's helping to address an impasse on a path to your current goal that you wrote down, that you had in your intentions. Okay. I also went ahead and harmonized your emotional aura field. And we addressed needing to access self-esteem, okay? Remember, you are worthy. And I'm going to go ahead and send this through again as I'm wrapping up our session. Very good. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the Feng Shui tip and how you can maintain the energy within your own home environment. So I've shared with you the Bagua energy map a few times, and how we can apply it to different floor plans to give you an idea of how you can use it within your own home, within your own office space. And the area of knowledge and wisdom, if you align the tic-tac-toe board of the Bagua energy map, which is the tool that we use as Feng Shui practitioners. And by the way, if you're interested in joining me in this profession of Feng Shui, Through the Intrinsic School of Feng Shui, we're starting up our certification again, our certification program again, August 4th. We just had our open house event. If you're interested, you want to see a recording of that event, and if you're feeling called to this time and time again, this keeps coming up in your radar, check out our open house event, hear from those who will be attending the course with you, and also hear from those who have gone through the course, our alumni, and those that are part of our Intrinsic School of Feng Shui family. So check it out in the link provided. You can see a recording of that open house session, and perhaps I'll see you. I'll help get you all set up and enrolled for August 4th, the 7-week certification training. Okay, so if you apply the Bagua energy map, that tic-tac-toe pattern, creating the 9 areas, equal areas, over your home floor plan. And you can picture it with your mind if it helps. You can sketch it out if you don't have a floor plan. If you need my help, contact me in the link provided. So knowledge and wisdom is the lower left, front left area. Your front main architectural front doorway is going to be at the bottom. It's usually within knowledge and wisdom, so some of you might have your doorway entering within the gua we're discussing today. Or the doorway will be in career and life purpose, or in helpful people and travel. Today we're focusing on knowledge and wisdom. Covering self-knowledge is really, really important. It's important to evaluate this area within our home and make sure that we feel a strong connection, make sure that there's no stagnation in this area, and really nurture it so that we're able to strengthen this area of our life. And having that alignment is really important as we're moving forward towards a goal. And certainly if this is the area in which your door is entering into, make sure you refer back to previous recordings and get your front door all spruced up. I've given you a few tips in the past on how to do that, but it's really important on how your energy is welcomed into your home. So the energy that flows into knowledge and wisdom, that front left area of your home or any room of your house, how does it look? How does it feel? Is it dim and dark? Is it bright? Is it balanced? Does it feel inspiring of a place for you to work? Perhaps it's a great area for you to read, write, sit and research, create your courses, whatever you're doing to fill your day, to learn more about yourself. Maybe you're meditating within this space. This area is ruled by mountainous earth energy. It is in BTB, Black Sect Tibetan Buddhist Feng Shui. It is represented by a blue-green color. So this blue-green color, you can think of it, my teachers taught me, think of that color of green that you see in the distance when you're looking at mountains from a distance. That blue-green color represents this type of earth energy, and some people can understand the frequency of the energy of this color. It is also represented earth. You can look for square shapes to represent earth, actual earth in terms of materials or building materials, granite, quartz. Certainly check this area if there's any drains. You want to make sure that they're in working order, that there are no leaks perhaps. Make sure that this area is spruced up during this time. Do a little work in it. If you haven't been in there in a while, certainly go in right now. And if you need to get the energy stirred up, aside from doing an energy clearing technique, remember you can always move 27 objects, even just slightly. Ooh. Okay. So at this time, I want to leave you with some words of wisdom. If I invited you to take a walk, you'd think I was crazy if I became angry after the first few steps, because we hadn't yet arrived at our destination. We can understand ordinary things like this, yet we have a difficult time understanding that God expects it to take some time for us to grow spiritually. So again, I don't call these up, I don't program these to pop up to work as perfectly as they do with our conversation in these sessions, but take a screenshot maybe of this message. If I invited you to take a walk, You'd think I was crazy if I became angry after the first few steps because we hadn't yet arrived at our destination. We can understand ordinary things like this, yet we have a difficult time understanding that God expects it to take some time for us to grow spiritually. So in this area, as you're doing some work within the area of wisdom and knowledge, and really nurturing maybe perhaps your spirituality or your faith, remember this. Remember how we can sometimes get off path, get off kilter due to our own impatience. And, it does take some time. It does take some patience. The more that you do this work around yourself with wisdom and knowledge, will give you a better ability to pull yourself together back into alignment and hold these energetic sessions a little bit longer than someone who's newly getting started. So enjoy taking a look at that area. Perhaps you need to add some more earth into the area, and again, you can do that with shades of blue-green. You can do that with adding some more square shapes with the intention to nourish the energy and activate your ability to strengthen yourself, wisdom and knowledge. And what else would I say about that? Oh, yes. So clearing. So one way to get energy moving again, remember you can move 27 objects within the space daily. That's a good practice. I know it seems overwhelming, but once you get started, I promise it'll get moving. You can place a crystal with intention, a Feng Shui crystal. You've seen me talk quite a bit about these as well. You can hang them in your window, beautiful sun catcher, but really you can hang it anywhere. It's still going to be able to manipulate the light, the chi, in a way to benefit you with your intention. And again, deeply visualize your intention. Use a mudra or a hand symbol, prayer hands always works, and say your mantra 9 times. And keep in mind these empowering words of wisdom that I'm sharing with you and that came up within our energy work today. I thank you so much for stopping by. If you have any questions, let me know if this resonated with you and where you are in your life on your path towards your goal. Let me know that as well. Check me out in the link provided in the description, and you can find out ways that we can work together, or perhaps you join forces with me in the Intrinsic School of Feng Shui. So thank you to all of you who have reached out to me already. Light workers, people are out there willing to change the world. All of you entrepreneurs taking a chance right now, if you're one of the 40% of the corporate workforce ready to take that leap, I'm here to help you. Look for me on Facebook and connect with me on all the things, including LinkedIn. And until next time, many blessings times 9.